Okay? The parties to the case are handling their issues. Parliament has not received any formal communication from any of the parties that please help us. We are stuck. Yes, because they have their lawyers, they speak through their lawyers, we can handle issues formally. Number two, if there is any contempt or what, if there is any contempt and issues of playing around with the judgment, the same court, you go to the same court and it will give you solutions. Very simple. The individuals who can be accused of contempt will be held liable. But as of now, Parliament here, apart from us really eating more time and going on record that we spoke, I can tell you there is nothing we are going to do beyond speaking. I'm being honest. In my tribe, we are very honest people. In Parliament, we only talk. In Parliament, we can't do anything beyond talking. We only talk. And I want to be honest to you. So if you think I will send some of you to go and capture people, I won't. Here we only talk, and you should know your power is for talking and coming up with resolutions. Okay? Honorable Semuju.
To appreciate Jonathan Odu, who was more direct, like the others who intended to reopen the debate that we had yesterday. I do understand the anxiety and the need to know what is going on following the decision of the Supreme Court. But I want you to understand that there are procedures, there are processes to be followed. As Attorney General's chambers would expect that if the court-martial is to hand over the files, because remember the Supreme Court says the trials should cease and be transferred. So once they do that, they would copy us in as Attorney General's chambers. We have not yet received that copy. And I'm not going to stand here before Parliament and commit and say we'll table a copy of the transfer list, because I do not know how fast it is being worked upon. However, what I can say as Attorney General's chambers, that we will continue to engage with the court-martial and the others involved to see to it that this judgment is put in effect. I beg to submit.
I now can understand why the Honorable Kafuzi left this to join NRM. You are the one who went to court. You are the Attorney General. And the court gave you instructions. Now you are saying they haven't copied it to you. Where were you? You went to court, took a matter. The Supreme Court made a ruling. Is the Honorable Kafuzi in order to pretend that he must be activated by people who didn't go to court? Yet it is the Attorney General's chambers that went to court. Is he in order?
I think these are quarrels between...
I firstly want to implore you to tap into your patience abilities, and I know you can really be patient. I just want to encourage you to bear with the members and exercise a lot more of the patience which I credit you for having. Our roles in this house are four cardinal roles. Number one is legislation. Number two is oversight. Number three is the budgetary process. Number four is representation. Honorable Speaker, in this house, members raise anything and everything for as long as they are representing, even if it is one individual. And that's why members keep raising this issue again and again, because there seems to be no end in sight. They are playing their cardinal role of representation. And as one colleague has mentioned, this goes beyond Dr. Kiza Besigye, the NUP, political prisoners, and others. It's for all of us that the Supreme Court of the land issued a directive, and to date there is ping pong. Honorable Speaker, each day that passes by, people are suffering, and yet they should not. And that's our concern. So the reason people keep raising this matter, and I want to appreciate colleagues who keep raising this matter. I know, Right Honourable Speaker, you're saying they keep raising it so that they are seen to talk. Well, we come here to talk on behalf of people out there. And like I said, even if it is one person, we should fight for the right of that one individual. Honourable Speaker, government needs to help us. Because yesterday we were with the Attorney General. He did not help us. I think he was being quixotic on many things. Back and forth, saying this, that, and the other. And so there was no end in sight. I'm hoping that the Deputy Attorney General, who is here, will help us to shape up, whether it be some kind of timeline, whether it be some kind of hope, that what the Supreme Court ordered is going to be followed. That's the cry of us, Right Honourable Speaker.
Because the Honourable Numbers, I share her understanding of your communication, i.e., that your communication until you clarified made that Parliament is helpless. That's why I'm thanking you for clarifying. I have been here for a while. There was a time a colleague was arrested in total violation of the Constitution. The Speaker of Parliament then said, we will suspend the sitting of Parliament until that MP is released. And the Parliament was suspended, and he was released. Mr. Speaker, I fear when you say that our power stops just by talking. And I also fear, Mr. Speaker, when you limit the judgment of the Supreme Court to the parties. This judgment is for the whole country and is for everybody to do under Article 3 of the Constitution, whatever it takes to defend the Constitution. You see, the trouble is that we may think this is limited to Besigye and Ajobed Lutare and NUP supporters who are there. There will be a time when they will be coming for you. I told you in Ruzira where I was, Jim Mwezi had been, so was Gilbert Bukenya. Kutesa nearly came. I saw the other day when Honorable Akamba was being grabbed as a chicken thief. These things, the reason we must fight, they are not limited to the victims of today. Tomorrow you're going to be the victim. Wait, Honorable Bua, when they are taking you and you're crying. I visited Honorable Kurisi Wariomuns at Jinja Road. They had even denied him slippers, that giant man. And the Honorable Nabukenya here is the one who stood surety for Kurisi.
Point of order.
The oath we took when we are joining this August House, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, we are required, in my own interpretation, for which you can still guide me, Mr. Speaker, that we are supposed to do all within our means to safeguard the Constitution of Uganda and to make sure that this country is governed democratically and in accordance to the laws of the country. And Mr. Speaker, through our various organs of this Parliament, I think, Mr. Speaker, that we can do more than talking, in that, Mr. Speaker, this is the House, first of all, that has a group of people together who have taken an oath to defend the Constitution. And whenever the Constitution is under attack, the Parliament of Uganda, in my own understanding, is supposed to be at the forefront in safeguarding the Constitution and fighting for its implementation in totality. So, Mr. Speaker, when you said at ours that we should go back and tell our people that we talked about it and that is all we can do, Mr. Speaker, I want you to guide me. If there isn't any other way, Parliament can demonstrate, can act. For example, Mr. Speaker, these are institutions whose budget is approved by this House. These are institutions to which we are supposed to call out oversight laws over them, where we can, Mr. Speaker, summon the people here. So, Mr. Speaker, I want, as a whole procedure, to guide me if it is wrong for me to assume that this House can do much, much more than talking when somebody is violating the Constitution of this country, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now, Honorable, you can see even how they started. I understand why you left us, you went here, you know, these are quarrels between all these, which can be solved in court. But, honorable colleagues, tomorrow we expect to have a Minister for Justice here, and he's the one who oversees the justice, law and justice sector. I will require him to update us, to give us an update in terms of implementation. The one who oversees the whole sector of land justice. It is, let's handle it that way. Next item. No matters of national importance, push to tomorrow. Because the time I had has been, is gone. We shall handle them tomorrow in Prime Minister's time.